Christina's. I think. Not I. Well, I can sign on the pictures we did on here.
Hello, psychos.
Hello.
Hello.
Mr.
As you can see, everybody is wildly focused on their D&D game. We got Andrea and Katie back there working on various projects. Looks like Cammie just pulled out her wool.
Yep.
Mallory's about to go
blinded.
figure out why the timer's going off for dinner. And looks like Stolpe is working on another drawing.
And I just uploaded to Instagram.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to figure out what I'm going to post. Maybe I'll actually do a video.
Crap, that means I missed my Friday. My bad. It's all right.
I even stayed up late trying to get something ready for it. Right. This is what we decided on.
I took a picture the day before.
Yeah, I had some pictures ready. I just forgot to post them.
Give yourself a reminder.
Okay.
Yes, that I will do. In any case, this one's about D&D games, not about projects. So we are going to be talking about the game which has affectionately been called One Shot because it's not.
I don't know. At this point, it feels like it's a one shot to try to get rid of Bella.
This would be a bit of a death wish for poor Bella. Speaking of, a little bit of a recap from last time. Bella got blown up and it had some kind of magical gem embedded just below her sternum, which apparently reacts violently to removal attempts. Cheat went and visited a priestess and found out that she was not as well liked as she once thought she was, as did Ray. But Ray was well liked by the priestess. Cheat found out that it would probably be a good idea to find out where this dark thing happened from the underworld of the area. At the same time, Kova got information that she should go and attempt to speak with the local goddess about what happened to her shrine. But the goddess was so furious that she couldn't say more than a couple words without causing brain damage to our poor paladin.
I'm blinded also.
Yes, and blinded. We don't think that's permanent. It just was a rather nasty reaction. Bella is still lying in bed trying to figure out if she can move. Ray...
I'm trying to figure out what's the blue things.
Right. Ray has wandered off. I don't know where Ray ended up.
I'm with the paladin trying to figure things out. Because I'm sitting here like, I can't magically fix this, but you can? Yeah, she's trying to get Raxus to stop killing the frog and use it and using it to...
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
was not trying to kill the frog. I was trying to get it to stay.
Raxus was trying to perform an old ritual from her people.
Yes.
Which is kind of bad because she has no training whatsoever of ritual magic. But she doesn't know that, so...
She's being helpful.
Quick question about app stuff. We took a long rest, but my health did not recover.
Is there a reason for that?
Is that just some weird glitch or something?
Yeah, just some weird glitch. I just take your long rest again and heal yourself.
Okay.
Unless you have some condition on there that I'm not aware of. Which everybody should probably have healed all of their ability damage by now.
Except for I'm pretty sure I'm still damaged because of the one speaking to the one lady. But.
Right.
Well, yes.
You still have the blindness condition at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some damage taken.
Mallory, look at your phone. Tell me if the coloring's good before I start painting it.
So cute.
Yes. I love it.
What color eyeballs? Those ones are currently glowing green.
I don't know.
Think about it and text her back. So that brings us pretty much up to date to where we are now. The children have been turned in and saved, and now you guys have been given the glorious pleasure of working for a local goddess, despite the fact you probably didn't actually want to.
Well...
Welcome to being a toy of the gods.
It's not.
Ooh.
Well, there's a reason why Cheat does not like the gods. You're all about to find out why.
It's not going to be fun.
Ooh, copper. Except for the paladin. The paladin may enjoy every moment of it.
Well, except for when she's getting brain hemorrhages from talking to one.
Yeah. I'm also not there. I'm still trying to figure out.
So, what are we gonna do?
I'm not there. I don't know.
I was gonna say, like, she's off on her own, so the three that we ended on were the paladin and
And the two fighting each other.
And
Kova, Raxus, and Ray.
Yeah.
Kova steps out of the shrine, looking broadly out into the distance with no particular focus as you two are still arguing over whether or not the frog has to stay there.
Ritual. You can't move in a ritual.
the frog needs its sanity. Leave it alone. It doesn't want to be here.
Praxis!
What?
Praxis, I can't see.
I wave my hand in front of her face as I jump to do it.
You get a kind of sense of motion directly in front of you. And a very strong whiff of swamp water.
Is it bad that I kind of want to throw something at her and see if she catches it?
Oh, just so you know, Cammy, you're a little quiet, so...
Yes.
Oh. Sorry.
You're good. It's probably just her mic being too far away from you is all.
Probably. Can you hear me better now?
Much better.
I say I moved it closer, so.
Yeah, I'm going to throw something at her. Just a pine cone or something.
Okay, roll the hit.
We were
I'm
eating.
assuming this is non-lethal.
Of course, it's a pine cone.
You feel a whiff of something whizzing by your face.
What are you doing?
Yes, but yes, she is blind.
I appreciate the consensus. What are you doing? We need to get back to town. I can't remember. She doesn't. I gotta find out the goddess's name to help her. Cause she
Yes,
couldn't
but
talk.
you're hurt. We need to do something about this.
We should go find a doctor or a medicine man. What are they called there? Apothecary?
Apothecary would probably be the closest in this time period, yes.
Yes. Yes.
So do you go searching for it?
Well, I'll need someone to lead me because I don't know.
Not Coke.
Meanwhile, back at Bella's,
Yes.
I don't want to do that.
what are you doing?
I'm still trying to figure out how to talk to these blue creatures that apparently I can somewhat interact with and see, and I don't know what they are.
This is a good... so this is the difference between a far-reaching goal and a current process. What are you actually doing?
I'm still trying the nap method.
You're trying to fall asleep. I got you. Okay. Just clarifying there. So you're lying in bed, trying to go back to sleep on the weird chances this is going to work. And out of nowhere, you feel a presence right next to you.
That's not creepy at all.
A huff of hot air breathes over your face, and a vague smell of fish.
It is not me.
No.
Jessica gave him an idea.
Yeah. Well, I slowly look at it, afraid that it might be one of the blue creatures and I'm going to scare it away again.
As you slowly open your eyes, you get a face full of cat breathing into your face. It has obviously been fed some kind of fish, probably fresh fish, not likely cooked fish.
Yeah, and doesn't smell good. I push him away, gagging at the smell.
Now I hear him as you push him away, him purring as you do it.
And as you shift, the blankets slide down your torso a little bit, and the gold or the bluish purple tone of your gem catches the cat's attention. Suddenly, it goes from staring at your face to staring at your chest, which is oddly just, not weird in that kind of way. Of course, every movement you make now, its tail starts twitching.
Oh no.
I would cover yourself back up.
Yeah. Well, first I go to distracted using a little sparkly and get it to go towards the door.
You have a little sparkly?
Yeah, the prestidigitation. Using a little sparkle.
Right. So you make little sparkles, and we'll see if Kat gets distracted by this. Kat is focused on you.
Well, of course.
Now you wish I was there, don't you?
Well, we'll try to scold it. No. Don't touch.
Down, kitty, down.
Pretty much. Down, kitty.
Down, kitty.
Suddenly, the cat starts slowly changing position. The upper part of its body lowers towards the ground, while the lower part starts rising up and twitching back and forth a little bit.
Oh, no.
If you're a cat owner, this is affectionately called the calibration period.
You gonna scream for help?
Well, I need to move at least. At least be standing. Probably be better.
Good.
So, quickly jump off of my little bed, cot, whatever I'm on, and try to cover the thing up while I'm doing it.
So you're going to quickly try to jump out of bed while covering yourself.
Yeah, something.
I'm going to go with a reflex save on this.
Oh, great.
Possibly acrobatics.
Well, it doesn't look like we have reflex, so it's probably acrobatics. Great. 6.
Cat got a 15.
Oh.
So you leap up from bed, and your feet get tangled up in the sheets that you're lying in. You go falling face forward, and Cat leaps forward at the same time, slamming you back down onto the bed, and completely kicks the air out of your lungs.
Well, now I can't see the thing anymore, but now it's on top of me.
Yes. And you feel an occasional thump on your stomach. Because it seems to be having trouble getting to where it is. Thump, thump. This does not help the air get back into your lungs.
No. Well, as much breath as I can manage, get off!
Meanwhile, Raxus, Ray, and Kova come into the room. Because, this is a small town. They don't have, like, a hospital or anything. It's just more of a medic camp at this point, trying to treat as many people as possible. Coming into this tableau, with Kat sitting on top of her, batting at her stomach.
And me
I whack her on the nose. Bad kitty.
Roll the hit.
Or I guess it's 16.
Oh. Whack!
What am I adding?
Ow!
Bad kitty.
It reels up on its hind legs and bats at you.
Fine, I'll wrestle with kitty.
Kitty wants to play. Can I play with Kitty now?
Sure.
Yay! I'm wrestling with the cat.
wrestle with it off of me. Did you wrestle it off of me?
Yes, it took a couple seconds though. Sorry.
Suddenly, You have two people wrestling on top of you for a little bit. Knocks the rest of your wind out. You're having trouble breathing. And then they fall to the floor, rolling around a little bit, growling affectionately at each other in cat.
Yeah. I'm trying to steal your cat from you, Chief.
Meanwhile, through all this, Bella, you have a little bit of an inspiration strike your head. The crystal didn't pulse or hurt.
So,
Do we need to turn into a cat now?
did the cat actually hit the crystal?
It's kind of hard to tell with how distracted you are, but chances are, yes, at some point.
Okay.
Cat probably just wasn't trained to remove it.
Is there a way that I could use the cat to get it out? I'm scared to use that option because of what happened last time.
Well, I can't turn into an animal.
Well, I mean, it would probably be the equivalent of asking a baby tiger to perform surgery. You
Yeah,
can
that's
what that would work.
I don't know what this is supposed to do for me.
Well, what happens instead of you? Oh wait, I can't give you ideas. No anymore.
Instead of
yeah.
blowing up, you're doing fine. You also noticed there was no pain when you stood up and tried to get out of bed, other than when the cat rammed into you.
Well, there wasn't pain when I was walking around either. I was just cold. I'm not stuck in bed. It's just cold. That was the difference.
Really good. Anyway, Clover, Raxus, and Ray are all here now at the apothecaries. And a rather matronly looking woman bustles her way into the building. What's all this racket?
Bad kitty.
Kitty and I are having fun. Do you want us to move?
You two can take your fun outside.
Okay, come on, Kitty. I'm leaving.
Cat jumps up and rushes after you out the door. And for the first time in at least a full day, he's not trying to hide his tail.
Yay!
Good, we cheered up the kitty.
I asked the apothecary if she can help me.
Well, dear, I can see what I can do, but first I'm going to have to ask what's wrong. Because you look like a fine specimen to me.
She can't see.
I asked around by the goddess and blinded.
Right, you spoke to the goddess. Of course. All right, open your eyes, let me see.
Why is that such a funny thing? Don't you speak to your goddess?
Of course, dear. All the time. Whoa. And she gets a good look at your eyes. And your eyes have been glazed over with gold.
With what?
Gold.
Oh.
So you know how in a lot of fantasy films, when they're blind, they have like this gray or white fog over their eyes? Yours is gold.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh, Kova, that's a good look on you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, dear, I'm not sure if there's much I can do for you. This is a magical malady. I'm nothing more than apothecaries.
How far are we from the mages? What was his name?
Hasn't responded yet.
Bottom or something?
I sent him a message. He didn't respond.
Goldburn was his name.
Goldburn.
Actual distance, it's probably about 2 weeks. He teleported you here, though.
That's right. Did we ever hear back from him?
Not yet.
Yeah. No.
All right.
If you want to find out, you have to go outside to find the elf playing with the
Ready for
cat.
mess.
Ah.
That's it. We need the dragon. Oh, great
Do we
dragon.
have no,
What? Dragon?
No.
No, not that one.
Step to your contract.
We have one goddess. We don't need a dragon.
Oddly enough, nothing happens.
Bummer.
You haven't opened the scroll.
Oh. I opened the scroll.
No.
No.
So Raxus whips out of his bag, or her bag, the scroll given to him by the Draco Lich, and breaks the seal on it, rolling it open. The moment the seal is broken, a frigid, icy wind fills the interior of the building, instantly creating hoarfrost on every surface throughout the room, including people, which is not comfortable.
No, it is not.
I can't see, and now I'm cold. What did you do?
Metallic
Maybe I should have
armor
opened that outside.
creaks with the sudden change in temperature, and several of the glass vials throughout the room explode into shards, pittering onto the ground, their contents frozen solid.
Can I tackle Waxus and roll up the scroll again?
I mean, you could certainly try.
Run away! Run away! Evasive maneuver. Acrobatics.
So that would be a countering athletics check. So you're going to roll your strength bonus with your athletics, and she's going to roll either athletics or acrobatics to try to avoid. Athletics would be using your strength. Acrobatics would be using your
Fine, I'll
dexterity.
do athletics. It's one higher.
What you get?
6.
You
8.
together, guys.
I think there's a different die.
You dive at Raxus, who just stands there and takes your full body weight, which is really weird since Raxus is like half your height. And Raxus holds open the scroll, which is scrawled over with what looks suspiciously like dried blood. Written in...
Waxus, we don't need another demon.
You said anything but a demon. It's a
It
dragon.
was an undead dragon.
The scroll?
Yes.
We don't need zombies either. We just got rid of them. Put it back.
This isn't a thing about zombies.
Back.
It says, he or she who bears this scroll may call upon the Dracolish Drago in time of need to fulfill their destiny and become a disciple of dragons.
Look what that did.
8.
Oh my god, wasn't that?
And it lists out a series of ingredients and a ritual to be performed to become a disciple of dragons.
Aw, man, I gotta go shopping.
Do I notice anything different as I'm wrestling with the cat outside?
You do notice a layer of hoarfrost on all the windows of the building you just left.
They're doing something weird. Don't get that in my paint. I'm sorry. Hey,
Yeah.
I don't mind charcoal, but don't put it in my paint.
Or
Alright, I just added a lot on my paper.
the dead heart of an enemy. The skull of a creature 3 times your size.
Well, that's somewhat difficult, but not overly so.
The blood of a creature who breathes flame.
Oh, that way.
Don't look at me.
I was gonna say, does she count?
And a pen whittled from the bones of a creature of great magic.
I can do the whittling part. I need the bone. Can you text me that stuff?
Sure. As she reads, The scroll speaks aloud the same thing to everybody in the room, only in Draconic, so you'll only understand it if you speak Draconic, which I believe everybody in the room does, so...
Yes. Person outside the room does not.
Actually, I don't speak it either, so...
Well, you're also not in the room.
Woman got charcoal all over my stuff.
I'm still screaming at her to stop and put it away.
We need the help of the great dragon. You have something weird going on. She has something weird going on. It's a plague.
We don't need a zombie dragon helping us with this.
He's not a zombie. There's a big difference between a zombie and a lich.
He was bone. He wasn't alive anymore.
See? Not zombie. That would be a skeleton.
He was undead.
That one I can't. Really.
I am done with the undead. Put it back.
No.
Yes.
No.
I'm very upset at the fact that I cannot stop a tiny lizard from stopping me.
Well, I mean, what's done is done. She's opened the scroll. Now she just needs some words.
ritual.
Look, before we call the Lich Dragon, we need to figure out how to get my sight back
Yes,
and how to help the goddess.
I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have to go shopping.
I honestly don't think those are on anyone's shopping list other than yours. I don't think the store here will have them. But
What'd she say?
She doesn't think that's on the shopping list of anybody other than yours, and the store here probably doesn't have it.
Rats.
See? Perfect. We can't even go right now. Let's focus on something else.
Bella, or Penny, wait. Bella.
It's Bella.
Yes. What do you know about goddesses from this area? Did you ever study in school about goddesses here?
I would
Well,
definitely roll that
I
one.
guess we're rolling. I didn't really study religion, but I guess we'll see.
I didn't know.
Oh, wow.
You
Hey!
studied stuff.
I studied something apparently.
Wait.
I got a 21.
Okay, then. So, you start going through some of your memories during your studies for your noble pursuits. You know, your very noble ones, having to do with that particularly noble-looking elf who was teaching history.
Did corner him that one time.
Broken scroll.
And you seem to recall one class that was particularly fascinating as he was speaking to you personally. And he talked about how there are many types of gods. There's little g gods and big G gods, and then bigger g gods, so to speak. And what you're dealing with would be a little g god, kind of a local area, someone who, through pursuits of incredible feats of strength or cunning or passion, was able to achieve their godhood as a reward for accomplishing something that most human beings can't hope to do. Or in other words, in gamer terms, pretty much a former adventurer.
Sweet.
By the sounds of what she described, ooh, hey, breadsticks. By the sounds of what she describes, it sounds like the woman was probably some kind of either druid or cleric back in her day. And as a reward for achieving some great feat, the god that she served granted her power and ascended her to a greater plane.
Okay.
That person would then later go to found their own town and probably pass away into a greater plane of existence after spending enough time in the mortal realm to grow bored, essentially, and move on. But because this was her place of settling, it has become a place of power. A place that she can always return to recharge, will always be remembered, will always live on as a legend. Despite the fact that she might be physically someplace else, there's always going to be some part of her consciousness that will be here.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's about as much as I know?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know more of a generalized thing. You don't know her personally.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know, you were kind of busy with other things during that history class.
Hey, he was cute. So, I relay this information to the others.
Okay. So we needed to perform. What is it called? Not a cleansing. Kind of a cleansing. What's it?
A consecration.
Consecration. I was like, there is a specific name for it. I know the process of how to do it, but I would like to explain to them how to do it.
Okay. So in game terms,
Okay.
essentially you need to gather a series of holy relics, put them into a ritual circle, and perform an incantation / prayer for a number of hours equal to the level of the spell.
Okay.
So, for example, a shrine would probably be like a level 2 spell, whereas a temple would be like a level 4 or 5, and a cathedral, for an example, would be a higher level than that.
And we're trying to do a water.
It's a shrine, so you're looking at about a level 2.
Okay.
This isn't going to kill us, is it? I'm tired of those.
I mean, I could tell you no, but you guys seem to attract trouble.
That's not on purpose.
Sure. You keep telling yourself that.
If you want more, there's still a little bit in there.
Oh, good, because that's really good. Anyway, so while you guys are all explaining this to each other, you hear a frantic knock on the door.
Uh-oh.
No.
Nobody's home, go away.
Ladies, open the door!
Who is it?
It's Goldberg.
I just opened the door.
Door swings open and there's a young boy standing outside looking all out of breath. We gotta come quick! Something's happening in the well!
Oh no.
Well,
I go to the well
lead me there.
with holding Kova's hand.
Thank you.
Bella, you coming?
Well,
That's
got
a deep
nothing better to do at this point, apparently.
Other than texting.
Do I know? She's coloring. She's coloring on her phone.
Oh, come on.
I
I'm
do
not that
too.
boring.
Am I with them, or did the boy grab me, or am I still playing with the cat?
You were playing with the cat right outside the door, so you can decide if you were paying attention or not.
Okay, come on, kitty. Let's go save the day again.
Ow!
So wait, is this the same cat? This isn't cat, is it?
This is Cat.
Is it cat? Okay.
Yeah.
I've been wrestling with cat. I think I terrified the kids that I'm full on wrestling with a big cat.
Okay.
So you go walking towards the well, and you see a small crowd has gathered around it, whispering to each other.
Like you do.
Like you do.
Okay, I'm
What-
holding on to cat this whole time because I don't like crowds. Crowds make me nervous.
Okay, make way, people. Out of the way. We gotta see what's going on.
You get snidbits of conversation, strange voices. And as you get closer to the well, you hear a mystic sound coming from deep inside. It sounds like almost a moan, but the sound is warped because it seems to be deep inside the well.
Is anyone named Timmy missing?
Not that I'm aware of, miss. My name's Timmy.
Okay, good. You stand way over there.
Did someone fall inside?
I have a question. Since I'm blind, are my other senses heightened? Can I hear more?
That usually takes a little while to go into effect, so not really, no.
Okay, fine. I was trying.
So, what are you going to do?
Well, guess go investigate.
You're not going to see the person in charge and ask them
Yeah,
what the shit is going on.
Just stick your head inside. You do hear somebody calling from down inside.
Did you fall in?
Can't make out what he's saying. It's jarbled.
Well, there is somebody down there. I just don't know whether or not we should pull him out. Because, bad well. Seems like a bad idea, but I can't really hear him.
Can I send a small flame down the well just so we can see better?
Sure, you can send a flame down the well.
You may want to send a prestidigitation light instead.
Light.
Wait, that's
Fire goes down into the well, and the moans and cries go from more of a please help to a ah!
You're hurting them! Stop it!
It was a small one. I just wanted to see better.
Did you see anything? That's a good question. Did she see anything?
Yeah, did we see something?
You did see there's water in the bottom of the well, and there is something splashing around down there.
Did any of us notice what it was?
Not really.
Okay, does anybody have a rope?
I'm going to roll an insight as to whether or not
It's
this
a
is
well.
a bad idea.
There's a bucket next to you.
Okay, anybody strong can lower me in. Or are we lowering the smallest Rex?
Well,
I
I'm
can.
going to roll an insight to see whether or not
Okay. Raxus is pondering to
this
herself.
is a great idea. I am both the smallest and the strongest. Take your pick.
I'm okay with that.
I can hold a.
Just as long as she keeps the scroll up here.
A what?
Your scroll.
As long as you keep the scroll up here.
The scroll's back in my bag. It's not going to do anything. It's already open.
Good.
I just have to go shopping.
Okay, so you start lowering yourself into the well. Or they're lowering you into the well. And you get further and further in, and the closer down you start hearing a voice mumbling to itself. Grateful. The last time I helped the friggin' goddess.
Hey, do I know you?
Is that the skull?
As you get down inside the water, the bucket fills up.
That's enough.
They didn't say they stopped, and they keep on lowering you.
Stop!
What did you say?
Stop! S-D-O-P!
She's spelling. I don't what?
Stop. Stop.
Okay, I guess we're stopping.
So you're about here by the time you stop.
They complain about me.
You hear this grumbling.
Do I recognize the grumbling?
No, you don't. But you feel something stick to your arm.
What is it?
It's kind of hard to see in the dark.
I smack it.
Ah! Don't do that! Oh!
Yes! You
Last stinking time I serve any goddesses, it's
Hey, you're gonna go touching people. Give me some warning.
well, how the heck else am I supposed to get out of here? Thank you.
Well, you weren't saying anything.
I was too.
Okay, well, hold on. And I tug on the rope.
Roll a strength check.
Uh-oh.
Love this already.
Am I holding the rope? Who's holding the rope?
That's a 12.
I believe that Ray was the one who was doing the lowering. So,
Oh, okay.
Ray, do a strength check.
And hope it's more than 12.
Okay. 2 seconds. Okay. Strength. What am I rolling again? A D20?
Strength check.
D20. Okay. 8.
Uh-oh.
So, Raxus tugs on the rope, and the handle in your hand gets yanked out of your hands.
Ah!
Hey!
You suddenly fall into the water,
I was already in the water.
like above your head into
Oh,
the
dear.
water.
Hey, I can swim. This is not a bad thing.
No, but the person on your arm is not very appreciative of suddenly getting dunked back under the water again.
Well, I'll, go up for water or go up for air. What the heck, man?
You now feel it sitting on the top of your head.
The bucket?
It's roughly the size of a hand.
The bucket?
No, the person who is currently cursing you out.
Wait, so the person is little bitty.
The person is little bitty.
Are you my conscience?
Yes, you haven't spoken for a while. How are you? Get me out of here!
I need a rope! Anybody got a rope?
Don't we have ropes in our pack?
I think I have some in my pack. Let me go
After
get it.
a little bit of time and effort, you
Can't
manage.
see. How can you get it?
That is a good point. After a little bit of trial and error, somebody grabs you a rope, and you finally get Raxus back out of the well. And on Raxus's head is sitting a very, very tiny dragon.
He's mine! You can't have him, he's mine.
Or at least you first think it's a dragon until you realize it doesn't have wings. And then you realize it's actually more of a draconic-looking salamander.
Don't care, it's mine.
It's still adorable.
Who apparently has a very prolific vocabulary when it comes to cussing.
Don't
Hey,
make
that's not very nice.
Neither is getting dunked in a well when you say, sure, I'll help you out. Fine. Just teleport me there. Little did I know she'd drop me in the bottom of a well.
Wait,
And then,
wait.
oh, my
Who
rescuers
teleported?
come to save me and they dunk me again.
Cutie, who teleported you?
Blinks one eye at a time. Who are you?
That's Ray.
Oh, you must be the shy elf.
Did Goldburn send you?
No. Goldburn.
Is there-
Oh, hey, that's that gnome that keeps on meddling in things he doesn't understand. No, not him. Nope.
Told ya.
Who sent
I
you
was
that?
sent by the goddess of the well.
You don't happen to know where.
You can help us.
The goddess of the well. I tried to grab them thinking that that's a big person because I don't know.
So you reach to grab, and you end up smacking Raxus on the top of the head, which sends the poor salamander flying across the room, lands in his Ah!
What the crap, man? I go
Why?
scampering across to get the lizard.
Meanwhile, there's several women in the crowd that squeal, several men that gasp, and a couple of children that squeal in a very different way, and the salamander suddenly looks terrified as he tries to find a place to hide.
If Raxus is getting to him first, if I have to, I will jump over the kids.
After a little bit of scuffling around, you finally rescue the poor salamander, who has now turned from a very pitch black to a very light green in color.
I will stick him in.
You okay?
Ow!
Out flying or out from being stuffed in a pocket?
Kova, it's tiny. It's a little lizard.
He has a surprisingly well-projected voice for a creature this small.
Ah,
Can I recognize what type of creature he is?
Sure, roll a nature check.
I'm sorry, little creature.
Hey, you hit me too!
Oh, I thought she was talking to you.
Ah!
Where's the
I got a nat 20, so 23.
You do recognize it. It is a little creature called a dragon salamander.
Okay.
They
Okay.
tend to live in very, very hot climates, and they also tend to live close by other dragons. But they're often used as familiars for wizards because of their inherent abilities and intelligence. Occasionally, they have been called on as messengers from the gods, and they have the ability to change their skin color and tone to blend into their environment.
Do I add this to the animals I've seen?
You can if you like.
So, because of the nature of what he is, there's a chance I probably know what he is too.
There's a possibility, yeah.
What would I roll for that one?
Nature check.
Nature as well?
I just think it's cute. I don't really care what he is.
I got an 11.
You probably would know a little bit about dragon salamanders just because of your heritage.
I mean, I do come from a hot area.
Yes.
Okay.
So can I start calling him Master Salamander?
Have you ever seen a lizard smile? His green tone starts darkening to a more healthy-looking hue. Yes. Yes, you may call me Master Salamander.
Thanks, Master.
Cute!
Do you have an actual name, though?
His tongue whips out and licks his eye and comes back into his mouth. Now, to business. The goddess sent me because your mortal minds are incapable of handling her words.
Can you fix Kova's eyes by chance?
What do I look like? A cleric?
Cleric look like.
Will they be fixed in time?
He pauses for a second. He's like, you know, I've never actually met one. I have no idea. But that's besides the point. I have come to speak for and in behalf of the goddess of the well. You may ask me your questions.
Why is the sky blue?
What does that have to do with wells?
It was just a question. You didn't specify.
Master Salamander, how do we fix the well?
This is done simply with a consecration spell, and he's using his little paws to make these little gestures as he goes. The consecration spell will require several ritual items, most of which can be found in typical places, such as white candles, matches used with wood. You cannot use magic matches. Also, you will need several items that will symbolize things to you, such as something that would be holy to yourself or to the goddess. Either one should work. Something that would be of remarkable value to yourself or to the goddess. And, of course, one thing in particular must be something that once belonged to her. Along, of course, with her name, which you know, of course, by now.
No.
No. We don't know her name. We
What?
just know her as a little girl.
A little girl? I thought she was a woman.
Nobody around here knows her name. They just call her the Lady of the Well.
What?
They don't know her name. Not even the priestess knew her
I know
name.
her name?
How do we find her name?
You
Do
think
you know the name Master Salamander? Well, of course you probably do, but...
Pauses for a moment. Of course not. I am too great to know such a thing.
Too great.
And you criticized us for not knowing.
but
Hush you. This is something that must be remedied as quickly as possible.
Yes. Let's start by where do we find it, since you are the great messenger of the goddess. She must know where we can find it, or at least you should
Of course. I do.
I can't believe we're buttering up a salamander.
you do not put butter on a salamander!
He suddenly turns a little pinkish. It gives you the distinct impression of just a hint of fear.
Uh-oh.
Not
Did somebody say something about buttering a salamander?
I wasn't gonna eat you.
Yes, I believe that back home we eat them all the time.
Shush! Meat Master
Pulling
stuff.
itself back into the pocket.
Although
I'm still
I'm
figuring
willing
out
to
there's no need for me. I'll just stay in here.
I am willing to be lenient, though, if we have some help. If you prove yourself useful.
Roll an intimidation check.
I think she should get advantage after the, eating them.
Penny has lost all patience.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Well, she's got a glowing rock in it.
A little bit. I just want to get out of here. 12.
I, of course, can help. That's my purpose, after all. You will find... I'm sure you'll find her name where she was born. You know where that is, right?
No.
No clue.
Why don't you just assume we know nothing?
That's a good point. I mean, you're all young, after all. Right. So we need to head to the city in the mountain.
Aren't we in a mountain? In a city?
Well, you are in more of a village, kind of next to a mountain, more close to the lake, or the river, I mean.
Okay. Before we adventure off, we gotta find Cheat. And because Cheat's not here, right?
Nope.
Kitty, can you help me find Cheat?
And we gotta figure out how I can no longer be blind because I'd like to help in this.
Oh, right, of course. That would probably be damage from the goddess. You'll need to have a remove curse spell, which, of course, your cleric can take care of.
Cheat.
We don't have a cleric.
Should I go back to the whole I don't know what one looks like comment?
Right. Why are you serving a goddess? You don't even have divine people here.
Good question.
It was not our expectation to have to worry about a goddess. We were trying to return children to the village.
Suddenly his eyes zero in on your sternum. What is that?
It was on the
so
well.
constantly covered with my cloak.
Master,
I don't know, and I want it to go away.
Master Salamander, it was on the well and made everybody a zombie.
That's why I want it to go away.
And
Each eye closes one at a time slowly. Concerning.
Really?
Cheat said
I couldn't tell!
Cheat said something about
In any case, we are off to the city in the mountain. The city of Skyreach.
Apparently I'm being left behind and no one. Cheat! Did Kitty go find Cheat?
And the cat rushes out of the shrine, bowling through 70 people.
I'm getting Cheat! Get the boy! We also don't know how to get our paladin to be able to see again. Because frankly, if we're attacked, I'd much rather she know who she's attacking and not get one of us.
Oh, that's a simple matter of finding a local cleric with a remove curse spell.
We're in a village that barely has a medic.
What kind of hole did this goddess send me to?
Well, actually, it was a well-type hole.
Because, I mean, I got lesser restoration, but I don't know if that'll work.
A restoration spell would do it.
But I'm not here right now. I ran off to get Cheat.
He says as you run away. It's too bad you don't have a druid.
Well, we did.
Druid.
She ran off with a dandelion, though.
You know, that happened to my Uncle Freddie. It was the weirdest thing. I mean, they were so sure they were right for each other, and then she ran off with a dandelion. It was just bizarre.
Okay, do I find Cheat quickly, or does it take me a while?
Cheat! What are you doing during all of this?
I have found my people. She found the slums. Yep. And this feels unsavory characters. So much better to be around. Oh my gosh, no more goody goodies. Until I burst through the door with the cat. Cheat! Probably yes.
So we're going to play with Cheat just a little while because she's been out of most of this. You guys have probably been doing most of this over the course of an hour or two. Cheat, in the meantime, is looking for more of a seedy part of town. It's not a very big town, so it's not like it's got a whole area dedicated to the rogue-like characters. But you find yourself close to the dock, and you find that there's a group of people that you're able to use your thieves' cant to get in with that they're mostly smugglers.
Mm-hmm.
And you can ask the questions from them. They're a variety of races, a variety of genders. Who do you want to talk to?
All right. I'm going to talk. Let's see. I look around for someone that I think would know, that looks like they would know who's who in the town. Or who's
Okay,
who in
so you're
this group
looking
of
for
people.
like a leader type person, or at the very least, someone who knows a lot of people.
Yeah, pretty
A
much.
bartender?
No, not a bartender. I'm actually looking for a bookie.
So let's go with an investigation check on that one.
Okay. Ha-ha! Decent. All right. You said an investigation?
Yes.
16.
16. So you go looking through the area, talking to a few people, until you finally get lined up with the right person to talk to, which just happens to be a female halfling by the name of Norma.
Okay.
What can I do for you, sweetie?
Hello, my dear. I am looking for a solution for the town, and as to why there were zombies in it in the first place.
Well, you don't beat around the bush now, do you?
I'm kind of in a hurry to get out of here.
She looks you shrewdly in the eye and says, I don't blame you. I tried to go through the town to look for anything of worth last week, and all I found was a silver fork. It was awful.
Yeah. This is not a good place for us.
Well, luckily enough, I'll be moving on here shortly. Now that I finally made my big score, that is.
Oh, really? What kind of score was that?
Never tells. However, if you're interested in finding some things of worth, I've heard, just on the street, mind you, that gems of power are all the rage in the area.
Ooh. And what sort of things do these gems of power do?
Oh, I never ask questions like that. You know how it is. You keep it in the box, you don't open it up, and you just get it to where it's supposed to be. That's the way it's done. She said
So,
with a kind of humorous glint in her eye.
But in order to know who's going to buy it, you do have to know who prizes it. So, what's the sort of people who prize such stones in this town?
You know, there's been a small group heading towards the mountainside that passed through here just a few weeks ago. Kind of a shady looking lot, if you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
But they paid well. And all I had to do was deliver a package to a man in the center of town.
Did you recognize the man when you delivered it?
Oh, of course. The man's dead.
Like, he was dead when you delivered it, or he's dead
Oh, no,
now?
it happened after I delivered it. I went back to check on him, you know, just to make sure he was okay. When I got there, he was dead. Kind of shriveled up. It was kind of disgusting, honestly. But, of course, I took good care of any of his personal effects.
That is very thoughtful of you.
I know. I'm all heart.
So,
In any case, they paid me well in order to make sure that that man got the package. And once he got the package, I got my money, went back to check on him, making sure everything's okay, just like I said. And now suddenly I find myself in enough wealth to move on to some place that's a little bit more suiting for a woman of my talents.
yes, otherwise, doesn't it? Whatever city gets you is certainly going to be fortunate.
Oh, yes. Yes, they won't know what hit them.
But tell me, I I'm very much intrigued. I do want to know more about these stones. Who do I talk to about them? And
Well, if you wanted to get stones of power, you could try to catch up with that small caravan. They still look pretty shady to me, but they guaranteed their wares. I mean, it wasn't their fault that the man ended up dead afterwards.
Now, do you have any sort of suspicions on what happened to that man?
If I had to guess, it was probably some kind of curse.
Do you think it was from the stone?
Well, I guess it could be. You won't find me handling stones like that, if you know what I mean.
No, of course not. It'd be foolish to do so. All right.
Like I said, my policy, keep it in the box, don't open the box.
Very wise policy. So, but I am very curious about these stones. I've heard of one. It has a very particular glow to it, and when you touch it, it sends a chill through you, like it's death itself reaching through you. Have you heard of such a stone?
Sounds like dark magic to me. Wouldn't touch one myself if you came across one. No, it's likely one of the dark stones, maybe a purplish blue, possibly. Yes, I remember seeing some in their wares. They had a couple of them, if I recall.
Right. Well, thank you so much. You are always a delight, and I wish you much luck in the future. And here's a few coins. And here's a few coins for you in your journey.
Ah, you're all heart. It's always a pleasure to play with the great and famous cheat, she says as she whisks away your money and disappears.
All right. How much money did I give her? I want to say 2 copper.
Well, check your pocket.
All right. I checked my pocket.
You're missing 3 gold pieces.
How do I barge in at this moment?
And at this moment, you hear a meow as a galumphing cat rushes through the dockside, knocking people aside. Several people get knocked into the river, and it pounces on you. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Dang cat. Oh, okay. Let's see. I do it against my Constitution.
Yep.
That would be an 18.
18. So you end up catching Cat full body hug and stopping him midair as he starts licking your face.
I have got to get you to stop doing this. And also hear, cheat! I've got to get her to stop doing this. Cheat! We're leaving!
Middle of a heist and they're yelling my name.
There's a salamander. He knows where we can go. Why does not sound comforting? We're going to the mountains. Okay, that's good because I hear that's also where the people were who put that stone in the well. So perfect. Wait, what? Never mind. Let's go. Okay, cheat. Let's go. Come on, kitty. So what did I miss while I was gone? Well, you missed Dragon Salamander. He's apparently a messenger of the goddess. We kind of fished him out of the well. Okay. Also, she's blind. Well, that's the dragon. That's our what's her name?
Kova.
Kova. Yeah, Kova. Kova's blind. Why is Kova blind? The goddess heard her when she tried to talk to her. See, this is why you don't work with goddesses, just so you know. But goddesses are good. So good that they blinded our strongest warrior. Yeah, that seems very good. Oh yeah, we're leaving in the mountains to try and figure out more about the goddess so that we can consecrate her well. And then we can get the heck out of this place. Yep. Hopefully we can also get the gemmy thingy out of Bella. Oh, yeah, I guess we should do that too, huh? Okay, well, let's go back. Yay! Kitty, let's go! I'll race you! By the way, how many coins did I steal from the Hobbit?
Roll a sleight of hand.
Ooh, this is going to turn out to be a nice green. I'm going to do several. These things, I'm going to have to do like 4 layers on them. Dang it. 13.
13. You managed to kive 3 gold pieces from her.
Sounds even to me.
So you reach up with the rest of the group who are gathering supplies and things to start heading to the mountain. Is there anything in particular that you want in town before we move on?
Are there any matches from wood?
Yes, they do have medkits. Matches are fairly easy to come by too, especially wooden matches.
White candles?
Yes, if you actually speak to the priestess, she has white candles.
Isn't it white candles that are lit by wood? Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
How much are the med kits?
Let's find out, shall we? Okay, let's see.
Crotch. Oh, I'm doing that too.
No, I do have a question. What is Raxus gonna do with the med kit?
Med
He's
kits
at least
can help
qualified.
people.
Alright, I'm gonna pause for a minute.
It's actually called a healer's kit, and they're 5 gold pieces apiece. You can stabilize up to 10 times using 1 healer's kit. So you'll have to keep track of how many uses you have.
So that means that Raxus can actually help and not hinder?
Sure.
And anybody can get those.
Pick
Trying
those
to think
off
what
away.
supplies.
It was 5 gold pieces per.
5 gold pieces per.
I have a feeling that I might want to grab one of these. Because frankly, at this point, I'm going to need it.
Okay.
Is there any way that I can use like my magic hands to get one of those away and just have one for myself?
Sure, roll a sleight of hand check.
I will grab 4 of them.
Ah, it didn't work.
So as you start using your mage hand to pick up one of the healer's bag, out of nowhere a broom swacks you right upside the head.
I hate that broom.
What is that?
Why is it trying to be my Why is it trying to be my moral compass? Okay, I am trying to survive here, and I am a poor, defenseless girl in the wilds with some crazy people around me who don't know common sense.
Don't
Why
you have
is
like
it-
100 gold pieces?
Huh?
Don't you have like 100 gold pieces?
Shush. No one needs to know that. Or about my golden teeth.
Question. Where do we find this kit in item stuff?
Okay,
It's
so
in adventuring gear. If you do the
Ah.
plus line on equipment, go to adventuring gear and then healer's kit.
Cammy, candles are a gold piece,
Okay.
and these are special candles. That's why they're so expensive.
Okay. I will get
And
a
they-
candle, and then our rations. How far away is the mountain?
You guys haven't actually looked at the map. The salamander just keeps on tugging you towards the mountain.
Okay, I'm looking at a map. And if that salamander tries to tug on me, I'm going to step on him. Don't step on Master Salamander. Then tell him not to pull my leg. It's very rude.
Okay, let's see.
I could just threaten him again.
Aw, Penny. I love it when you're mean.
Holy shit, I was like, wait, you threatened him?
What about healing potion?
All people?
It depends on what kind of potion.
Most scared we could do it.
Just a basic one, probably.
A basic healing potion certainly can be found in the area.
And they're
Good.
You should have the price on your app. Okay.
Hey guys, they have healing potions here, basic ones, but they have healing potions.
Where are we? Shopping.
Shopping.
Can I haggle away one of my surprise potions? And get like a better potion?
You can attempt to haggle away a surprise potion.
This doesn't
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try and trade it with somebody.
Okay, so to answer the question about how far away we are from the city of Skyreach, you are... here we are. Let me share the map here.
Oh, that's what it is. I'm like, why do I suddenly smell vinegar? Oh, it's tartar sauce.
Okay, so you are...
Ooh, ouch.
You see that small lake next to the mountainside, close to the center of the map?
Yep.
Yeah.
There's that river that goes out from the bottom of it and splits into three places. You are off on the right-hand branch of that river, right in the bend there.
Okay.
Skyreach is directly west of there. See that large mountain formation?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's where you're going to find it. So, roughly speaking, about a week.
Fun. Okay.
Okay.
It's better than me doing this.
Wax said that there were healing potions. How much would those cost?
50 gold pieces a piece.
Oh, ouch.
Yikes. All right. Yeah, they deserve to be thieved from. Wait, can I just steal one?
Sure, you could try to steal one.
All right. I'm gonna try and steal two. Gonna be
I'm
greedy.
gonna haggle. 2 copper pieces!
The apothecary just looks at you and says, no.
How about 20?
Oh,
Hey, do this.
oh, I did it. I did it. I'm just telling you, I did this. All right. Yeah, I did this. I got a 20.
Nice.
So I stole
So-
2 potions.
While she's distracted by Raxus batting her large lizard-like eyes at her, you kive 2 of the healing potions, and as you're leaving the building, a broomstick trips you on the way out.
Why does this broom come after me? Why? Why does it care so much to come after me? I didn't do anything to this thing.
I seem to recall there being a story about a broom some time ago, and someone offered to let the broom follow the party to keep you walking the straight and narrow.
Freaking
Is it the same broom?
Just for that part.
Anyway,
kind of
so she looks at you again and
I
says,
said 25 gold pieces.
it is.
Oops.
Otherwise, I'd be tearing down on that instead.
anything about this? No.
But I'm cute.
I don't like lizards.
Me.
Yeah.
Make it
Would I
easier.
have herbs in my collection of foraging that I could trade for a potion?
You could try to sell some of your foraged herbs if you'd like.
But Kitty, I'm with Kitty, and Kitty gets hurt quite a bit actually trying to save us from stuff.
She snuffles a little bit. I have hay fever.
Is there anything you do?
I can heal Kitty. Okay. Hearing that, my character is a little spiteful and uses the thaumaturgy on the shopkeeper and put the shiny on her body.
Kitty doesn't even pause. She immediately tackles the woman to the ground who screams in terror.
Kitty! Stop it!
Good kitty.
I did not do it.
Kitty!
Fine,
Off!
fine.
Kitty!
Each of you get a healing potion. 25 golds apiece. That's it. That's all I can do.
Take it.
I'll take it. Kitty, come! Okay. The 25 gold. What would I do with this?
Yep, 25 per person.
My character's the
I don't have 25 gold.
Yeah. Both of our characters kind of seem to be there.
So, as you guys are all gathering your supplies, Kova's just kind of twiddling her thumbs,
Okay.
thinking, if only I knew someone who knew a lesser restoration spell.
Huh? Somebody said lesser restoration?
Ahem. Ahem.
Oh, hold on a sec. I gotta add equipment.
Hey, Cammy, you're kind of slowly falling out of the camera. There we go.
Sorry.
Look, there was a person there.
I know, it was... Yep, it was falling.
Okay, so this is just a potion of healing, right?
Sorry, what did you say, Cammy? I distracted him.
I only have 7 gold. Well, 6 now because I bought a candle. But is the candle the wondrous item?
Nope, it's just an adventuring gear.
Can I buy
Oh,
another
okay.
Cammy? She was
Sure.
outside. Cool. Cammy, I bought a potion for you.
Oh, thank you.
So everybody should have one healing potion with the exception of Cheat, who has a lot of healing potions.
Unfair, unfair, unfair. And somebody mentioned spell.
Where are the healing potions?
Is it
Equipment.
healing
Do it
kit?
under adventure gear. It actually has how much it costs if you do it through potions. For some reason, it doesn't have that information. Just makes your life easier later.
Oh, wait, is it healing kit or healing potion?
Healing potion.
Healing
if you want
potion.
a healer's kit, that's something different.
And that's 5
Okay.
gold.
No.
Healers
It was
get their 5 gold.
Just kidding.
But the healer is now shooing people out of her shop and telling you guys to never come back again.
Wait, somebody talked about lesser restoration. Who? What? What's going on with this?
Back a present!
She slams the door.
Rude.
Okay, well, who was talking about a spell of lesser restoration?
Me.
Why do we need what?
Well, we're thinking it might help with my eyes.
Okay, well, I'll try it then. Ready? Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, now we know. We can use this for makeup. Ooh, it's instantaneous. Just one action. I mean, it looks great on hands too. Please, help me. What am I doing? How do I do this? What do I do?
So it costs a 2nd level spell slot, and you touch a creature, and the condition you can remove 1 disease or 1 condition afflicting it, which happens to be blinded in the list.
Yeah. So, what do I roll for that?
You don't have to roll. You just
Okay.
she grabs your face, and suddenly you can see again.
Hey.
After
That's
being
exciting.
blind for the whole day, you finally have a renewed understanding of what blind people have to go through.
Yep.
Upon closer inspection, you find that all of the gear has been packed up and is ready to start marching out of town.
Woo! Kitty, let's go! I'll race you to the forest.
And the elf goes rushing off onto her own.
You do.
Let's
What I
follow
start,
after.
if you ever get a cotton candy machine, and there's cheap ones in the store, you can actually smash these.
All right. So, do we need to take a little break?
Yeah. Oh, it's all of them.
What was that?
What?
Do we need to take a little break? Everybody seems a little distracted.
No.
I
I'm
was
painting
getting up to get sweet thingies.
Ah,
And I
I
just
see.
got back from the bathroom.
But we'll get
Covered in charcoal.
Okay,
I'm still painting people's faces.
so we are headed west.
up
Into the
we
mountains.
go.
West. I
Don't
think
start
The
that
grass
again.
Sky.
Wild blue yonder.
Lost again, son of a bitch. Okay, so we're up.
Trying to find this city.
Is the lizard leading the way, or do we just kind of have the map and we know the direction?
I'd much rather follow a map. Nothing against the little lizard, but
It seems
it's
to have
smaller
forgotten.
than all of us.
Oi!
True.
And
Yes.
off the front of your face, you see a head pulled down into your eye. I heard that.
I wasn't trying to hide it.
Well, that's good to know. Nobody's deaf.
All right,
He
who
licks
has
his
the map?
eyeball and
Wait.
finishes crawling down the front of your face onto your platform.
I'm gonna smack it off.
Hey,
Ah!
Master Lizard, are you okay?
You can find a different ride.
Ungrateful, bitter, ringing.
I got a shoulder. My squirrel friends are taking the other one,
If
but
he
I got
crawled-
one.
If he crawled onto my shoulder, I would have been much happier about it. But he decided to go over my face and land in a very disrespectful spot.
It wasn't my fault. Your face is slippery.
You're not one of those sticky lizards?
I am a sticky lizard. Well, not really, but
Okay,
you understand.
while they're arguing, I pull out the map and look.
Okay, so you find that following the river for at least the first leg of your journey is probably going to be the best idea.
Ooh, I'm okay with this.
However, once you get to, let's see if I can zoom in again here. Once you get to the fork in the river, which is back in the last town that you visited, the town of Riverside, you'll probably want to cut across the forest there because it'll save you a lot of time.
Would Goldburn be able to transport us again?
I doubt it. You said it was a one-time thing. I'm sure we'll have to pay this time.
I have no other use for this money thing. I can find my own food. And I'm pretty sure he'd be very interested in what's embedded in you.
So as you're starting to walk along the riverside making this discussion amongst yourselves, out of nowhere, hello, friends!
Oh dear.
Master Goldburn? Is that who it is?
Greetings and salutations! He comes marching up to you. I hear you're having some problems with magic creatures. Apologize for my late comings. I forgot the password to one of my vaults. It took me some time to figure out the puzzle. Speaking of, how is the Infinity Cube coming?
I haven't tried it yet today. Oh, I should. Let me try it. 2 seconds. Where's my dice? Yeah. And I was a D20, right?
Yep,
Rolled once,
3 times.
3 times. I got 10. I think you have to get 10 or higher. Or 2 of
It's
them.
10 plus your intelligence modifier.
13. Woo! 23.
Nice.
And 18.
So you're going through the motions of solving the cube, but something went wrong close to the beginning of it, and it doesn't end up solving. It glows, pulses, and then goes dim.
Oh, well, I guess I'll try it again tomorrow.
Keep trying. It should be fascinating once you've figured out how to open it. I can't wait to see. In any case, what kind of magical malady have you run into?
Bella, show them what you got.
Excuse me.
It's in your...
I'm assuming that you have some kind of item to show me, and that did not come out the way she spoke it.
Don't worry about what.
Nothing.
She's got it. She has something.
She's definitely got something, but she's not really my type, I'm afraid.
Oh, Master Goldford, I didn't mean it that way.
Tiny
Of course
little
you did.
nuisance. You realize where the object is.
Oh my god. It's in your sternum. She is in such a good mood, and all she can think is, am I drugged? Can I roll perception to see if I'm drugged?
She was finally able to steal something.
Oh.
No, like, I'm in a good mood, and things are going my way. She is now becoming suspicious.
So, my dear, what is it you have to show me?
You're gonna have to show him. I'll put a cloak up so nobody can see you. I grab her shirt and pull it to reveal it.
She has a glowing rock embedded in her chest.
Voila, the rock.
Seems less than optimal. Hell, why have you not removed it?
Because every time we're rock, things happen.
Because the last
across
two
the room.
times, the first one knocked me out, and the second one nearly knocked her out.
It almost killed me, sorry. Also, it seems to...
Also, it nearly killed me in the first place, and now that's why it's stuck there.
the veins also seem to grow every time you try to extract it.
Strange.
Yeah, it's such a first I know what happens with that when that happens.
It sounds like some kind of curse.
Really? Couldn't tell. Could that be the reason why there were zombies walking around?
Also, there was the issue...
Wait a minute. There were zombies involved in this?
Yes, there was a zombie horde that was somehow created to it, defiled some goddess's shrine, and created an army of undead. Once we hit the rock, they blew up. Okay.
What
we
is
hit it.
embedded in your stomach?
She blew it up.
You blew it up?
Well,
I didn't blow it up. I
Do you
melted
have
it.
any idea
It
what
blew
kind
up.
of random magic could have been released from an explosive magical item?
Yeah, but here was my options. Either potentially it might not blow up, or get eaten alive by 5 zombies at once.
You should have gone for the zombies. At least then you would have known how you were going to die.
okay, is there a way to get it out of her safely?
Well, I'll have to examine it, I'm afraid.
Great.
You're gonna have to kneel.
Excuse me? They're
We'll come
plotting
down now, we don't have all day.
against Amelia.
I'll let you pet the cat while he examines it to calm you down.
Cat tried to attack me because of the stupid thing. I don't think that's gonna work.
I'll turn into a cat and you can pet me.
I'd much rather the lizard. Where's the tiny salamander?
Master
And
Salamander!
what makes you think I would
She
let
doesn't
you
want to be
touch
a
me?
cat. By the way, I forgot to ask the obvious question. Why do we have a salamander in our midst? The goddess sent him to show us the way to...
You suddenly see and hear a voice on your shoulder. Cheat.
Huh?
I'm here as a guide.
Uh-huh.
Wow, you're the first one who hasn't jumped away when I appeared somewhere.
Well,
I guess.
it is unnerving and a little rude for us two-footed people, so
Oh,
please
is it?
don't do that again.
Nobody ever said anything before. They just whacked me. And he crawls back down off your shoulder. Somebody had just said something.
This is why she's awesome. She explains things to me.
In any case, my dear,
buys me food.
let us take an examination. Don't worry, I don't need to see everything. I just need to see the gemstone and possibly the veining around it.
Fine. But if you get blown up because of this and I die as a result, I'm haunting you in heaven.
Duly noted.
You know,
So you
there's-
show him the gemstone,
That's a
and he
threat.
takes a close examination of it. I'm sorry, my dear. You're going to have to get a little lower. I forgot my extending boots.
Yeah, Penny, show him them boobs. Oh,
I
cheap.
will get you for that.
And he takes a close look at the gemstone. He gently touches the tip of it, and it
Careful.
pulses with a cold feel inside your sternum. Not painful, just chilling.
Yeah, send a shiver right through me.
Oh, yeah.
Touch it.
If that's what I think it is, you may be in quite a bit of trouble.
Tell me something I don't know.
Already.
Well, I mean, aside from the obvious that you have a stone embedded in your system, right next to your aorta, I might add, that that particular type of stone is used for necromancy in many different ways. In fact, it has been rumored that some liches use it for their filing carry.
I kind
you
of
say
guess
for their
that much at
filing?
this point too.
It's a type of magical vessel that contains their tortured soul inside of it so they can live for all eternity.
See, this is why we need the dragon.
It doesn't seem like this one has a soul trapped inside, or at least not a powerful one. Otherwise, it probably would have started taking over. Like, she would have started seeing things, for example.
Well, she's been seeing blue ghostly figures.
He gets very grim in the face. Oh dear. That's
But she
very
did say
not
it's
good.
not the same one.
Have you used the stone as some kind of magical focus?
No.
Uh,
I think it was a
it
magical
was.
focus.
It was the cause of the zombies.
Yes, of course. What I mean is, have you used it for any type of magic?
I tried to figure out what those blue people are.
Oh dear.
But
Didn't cast a spell.
Well, I'm afraid the reason why it's so difficult to get out at this point is it's attuned itself to you. It's now bound to you.
of course it is. Because that's exactly what I want. A necromancy thing stuck inside me.
She's just standing to the side with a big grin on her face.
I could tell you the exact effects if the stone was whole, but however, since it was destroyed in a rather explosive and uncontrolled way, it's hard to tell exactly what the long-term effects would be. I would expect that you will probably find yourself more attuned to the spirit world than you would care to imagine. Be careful when dealing with ghosts and other undead creatures. They will have a much greater effect against you.
Do you know anyone we can talk to get this out of her chest?
I'm afraid I do not run with the circles of religion very often. You would need to speak with a great cleric, someone who has access to greater restoration or some such spell. Lesser wishes might accomplish it, possibly, but again, since it's such a random act of magic, it's hard to tell. For now, I can guarantee you that your immediate life is in no danger, though your eternal soul, let's just say, don't give in to temptation.
And this is why you don't mess with necromancy. This is why I have not learned any necromancy up to this point. This is why I wanted God.
I wish I could help you, but I'm afraid since it has bound itself to you and it is so close to rather vital organs, it's not likely to be removed quickly or without pain.
Could we cut around it and pull everything out and then heal her?
You would essentially have to carve a hole out of her aorta in order to accomplish this.
And then can I magically heal her afterwards?
Do you know how to cut a heart out of a chest and keep it alive?
I'm sure I can figure it out. Where's the scalpel?
Keep the sharp objects away from her and keep her
There's-
away from me.
only one being that I know of who has accomplished taking one's beating heart from their chest and survived. And she's more of a creature of mythology than reality, as far as I know. They call her the Evil Queen.
Not going there. I don't like evil. Is she actually evil, or is this just a title?
Well, again, it's more mythology. No one's actually met her that I'm aware of, and I'm fairly certain those who have their hearts removed by her would end up as her thralls. It's not ideal.
Does she have anything she likes that we could barter?
Well, if you manage to find her, I assume that she would like items of great power. She's always seeking more.
But I don't think it'll be my good idea to give her the stone after it gets taken out. Shh. Let's not throw that idea away. Cheap!
You know, I could do it for free. I even have a
such a person of legend. You think she'd be actually evil?
You're not going to kill me today, okay? Calm down.
I was trying to kill you. I was trying to be helpful.
Yes,
Okay,
your helpfulness will probably kill me.
I would, if at all possible, avoid using the stone. It would be extraordinarily tempting, as it can increase your power a great deal. But the more you use it, the more it will corrupt your power.
I didn't want to use it in the first place. It's necromancy.
Can one of us use it and not corrupt her at the same time?
As it is attuned to her, no one else will have access to its power.
Here's a theory. What do you think about this? What if someone attuned themselves to her in the stone and then removed it? Is that feasible?
I don't see how. The only way to break attunement would be for her to die.
And she is opposed to this.
As I've said, a greater restoration spell to remove the curse.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying remove it, not unattune her. I'm saying someone else attunes themselves to her, that's attuning themselves to the stone, and then removes the stone.
I believe you're talking in circles. I'm sorry.
I'm guessing that means no. Wait, if she were to get pregnant, have a kid, would the kid be attuned to her and then remove it?
I am not getting pregnant.
No,
well, there is something to be said for inheritance, I suppose. But again, that would probably have to do with her death, and then the child would receive the stone.
Sorry. Yeah, let's not deal with an orphan baby.
In any case, I'm
Only
afraid there's
19.
little I can do to help you. However, I have heard that the town is dealing still with the recovery from their magical malady, and there might be some things they can do to help ease their burdens. I wish you luck on your journey.
Thank you, Master Goldburn.
Oh, wait, hey, dude, could we get a teleport to somewhere?
You say as he disappears.
Fine.
And then the journey
Well-
continues.
That was useless.
I got a lot of info out of that.
Yeah, basically what I already knew. It had to do with necromancy. It's stuck inside me, and I hate it.
But he told us we can remove it. Very carefully and under specific circumstances.
All right. So what's next?
We keep moving. All right. Wait, have I explained to them that we're looking for an evil caravan? No.
Probably not.
By the way, the stone probably came from an evil caravan that's in the same direction. Let's go. Wait, what?
And evil caravan?
Itself is evil.
Oh, that has something to do with your rocking your chest. Wait, what? Yeah. What did you think I was doing while I was gone? Finding friends.
Feeling?
In a way, you're not wrong.
So you start traveling.
My character's mouth now.
And you keep following the river until it takes about 2 days for you to get to Riverside.
Well,
Following the
will you-
river, it's actually fairly well patrolled from the boats in the river, so there's not a whole lot of nasty creatures that hang out in the area.
It's headed back to the village. Ignore the bird. Follow the river. Sorry.
And you finally get back to Riverside.
Well, not like we've been here before. Oh, wait.
Wow, don't sound so excited.
Bella is in a mood now. Just say it.
Well, go take it out on that one seamstress lady.
What did the seamstress lady ever do to you?
She didn't believe who she was.
Oh, that's true. Though I'm probably not in a much better state than I was then. So I could probably intimidate now with a giant glowing rock in my chest.
Yeah, you can always go and show off your giant rock.
I was just seeing Bella going, behold!
Oh dear.
What is that?
I can't
Anyway.
So, as we're passing through Riverside, this would be another place where you could gather information as you go. Or we can just skip right through it and keep moving.
That caravan we were looking for?
Uh-oh, we lost Cammy's picture.
She may have accidentally.
Alright, so, guys, are we wanting to look for the evil caravan that has, the rocks that they deal with and probably know what the heck's in her chest?
I mean, it does sound like a good source of figuring out how everything went down.
Okay.
There we go. She's back.
I'm gonna go
Hey.
shopping, see if I can
Sorry.
find blood of a creature of fire and a bone from a magical creature.
Okay.
Where
Start
would I
looking.
find that? Perception check?
No, this is probably going to be an investigation or talking with people, so like diplomacy or something. What about you girls? What are you doing?
Poor thing, I'm staying
Is there
away
a cleric?
Sorry, one person has to talk at a time.
They can go first.
Well, one person has to talk. It can't be.
Okay. So, I'm taking Kat, and we're going to go explore and see if we can find that caravan.
Okay. So you're going to use your thieves' scant to get back in with the dark people?
Yes, I am.
All right. Go ahead and use your investigation check.
All right. Hang on. Come on. Get in the crack. That's what I was going to say. Not that cracked. That one's already done. All right. I got a 20.
All right. So it takes you next to no time to find the shadier parts of the dock.
Shocker.
I'm just dry.
And you find another person you can talk to and answer some questions from. He calls himself Shady Joe.
First of all, do I recognize him? Tired of this game of people knowing me.
Not in particular, no. He has a rather nondescript look to him.
Nondescript. Okay. All right.
What can I do for you?
Does that voice work for people?
What? You try smoking as long as I have, and you'll have a weird voice too.
Okay, as long as you're not using it to try to intimidate people. Oh my
Keep
god.
slugging every day.
It's smoking hot.
Uh-huh.
All right. No one sees it though. So I've heard of these amazing stones that you can get a hold of, and I've heard that there's a caravan that was traveling around with them. Have they happened to pass through here?
I'm gonna assume that you're talking about actual magical stones and not what the first part sounded like.
Correct.
Yes. There was a caravan that passed through not long ago.
How long ago?
About a day and a half. Came through, traded a couple goods, mostly supplies by the looks of it, but they sold a couple stones.
Where'd they sell them?
Mostly uptown, where the rich folk live. Looked fancy.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right, I'm off to find Penny. She and I need to run a scam.
I knew I was going to get drawn into this when she said rich folk.
My pleasure, cheat.
And he turns away.
Apparently, you're rather well known around here.
Apparently, I don't even know. Like, why am I so well known? Apparently, someone has the word out for me.
You
Okay.
haven't really asked anybody why you're well known, so.
I'm actually, all right, I'm going to stop and ask somebody why everyone seems to know me. Because I'm starting to get paranoid. I'm like, crap, does that mean there's a bounty on me?
So you
All right.
stop someone random in the street. What? I didn't do nothing. I haven't been nowhere near it. There was nobody involved and nobody got hurt.
All right, first of all, I check my own wall. I check for my own stuff.
Nothing's missing that you're aware of.
Okay. Next, I say, well, that's it. He's like, well, I know that's a lie because of the way you said that, but never mind that. You're learning.
Okay, so there was one person that might have got a bloody nose, but it had nothing to do with the guy's wife. He was just ugly.
That's good to know. Not why I'm stopping you. I need to know something. Do you recognize me?
Well, yeah,
Why?
you're the demon spawn. Cheat. The dark. The twisted.
When and how did you hear this story?
Everybody knows this story. Ever since you sacrificed all those children to the Draco Lich.
Huh?
Oh wow.
Somebody's wires got crossed somewhere in
I
there.
needed to know. Actually, wait. Is there a bounty out on me?
I haven't checked lately.
Good. Don't check. But if you don't want to be
Of course not.
sacrificed.
I knew nothing about it, and you know those kids were probably brats anyway.
Well, you're not wrong.
Those children were delightful.
I head back to get Penny.
Name's not Penny.
Well, in this scenario, you're going to be Penny.
So you meet back up with the group. We're just kind of meandering around, watching Raxus try to find a magical pen and
just a bone.
fiery blood.
I got a 14 investigation to find what I was looking for, though.
You do have a particular peddler who is selling dragon's blood.
Is it real?
Of course it's real! Do you take me for some kind of a charlatan? What kind of man do you think I am?
A shady one.
No, that's Shady Joe over there. He sells shades.
Wait a minute. The salamander wasn't a fire salamander, right?
You never asked him.
Oh, salamander! No!
He's conspicuously absent.
I don't need a lot!
Just, you know.
I
Yeah.
can give you this dragon blood for the rock bottom price of 100 gold pieces.
Ah!
It's cheap! Really cheap!
Honestly, I don't believe a person like you could get dragon's blood anyway. It's
I'm
probably
wounded.
fake.
My family went through so much trouble to get this just to sell for you. I mean, look at this. It's not even coagulated.
And is it really blood?
What?
Blood coagulates unless you put something magical in it. What did you do?
I didn't do nothing.
It's
The-
tainted!
Strange lizard creature. This is a magically imbued bottle to keep things fresh for long periods of time. Everyone could use one of these. And if you act now, I might even throw in this new set of knives that I just got.
Yeah, I'm done with this guy.
Through
Bye.
a can.
Wait, I could throw in a bow. I'm sure the bow would interest you.
What am I gonna do? Wear it?
Well, I mean, you can, but it's actually a magical bow. See the carvings?
Oh, that kind of bow.
Oh.
Because they don't have hair.
Oh goodness. And he keeps on calling out other things at you until he finally gives up on you
Yeah,
as
I
you
was
walk
gonna
away.
say I'm ignoring him.
Okay. I just realized something before you leave the shady area. I need to ask one more question about my so-called nefarious deeds. Who put a stop to me?
Sorry, what?
Who put a stop to me?
Who put a stop to you?
Yeah, who stopped me from sacrificing children and working for a lich?
No one did.
No one?
Apparently you sacrificed them.
There were 12 children in that cave, and you only came back with 6.
No, we took all 12 of them.
Can I find out who started this rumor?
Sure, you could do an investigation check.
All right. Hang on just a second. Oh, this is pretty cool. Color? What color are you trying to get? A brownish green, which is what I'm actually getting. To actually get a brown green, you have to add orange. I know. They don't want it to add brown green. Or if you just have like a drop of it, it should be fine. Something on top. I could put actually metallic gold in there. And yeah.
Bless you.
You have 21.
So you start asking around the origins of this rumor, kind of doing a little investigation on your own self. Several people are looking at you in awe. Some are looking at you in fear. A few are looking at you with skepticism. And you kind of trace down the rumor for a little while until it comes to a dead end at a merchant who left town last week.
A merchant? From the description, do I recognize the merchant?
No, you don't.
All right,
Is it
I asked.
a
Maybe. Stab him in the face. All right. Are there any leads to what the name of this merchant is?
Only that he's a merchant of furs.
Where did he go?
Apparently he came from the south and headed back that way before you got back from the other town.
All right, I walk away from this and go back to Penny. Was I able to steal anything on my rounds?
Not randomly. No, you'd have to make rolls for that.
All right, I want to see if I steal something.
Okay.
Wait, does anything catch my eye that I try to steal?
There are plenty of things of particular worth in this area. It is a market town.
Okay. What catches my eye?
It depends on what kind of things you're attracted to.
Shiny.
Is there anything any sort of weapons that I could steal for, like, to replace my knives?
Certainly. If you're going to try for magical weapons, I'll warn you, and Cheat would know this, most of them will probably be warded.
Yeah. That's why she used
Knives,
knives.
on the other hand. There was one guy that was trying to hawk off some dragon's blood earlier that had some pretty good looking knives.
Sorry. You're okay. Leave it down.
Okay. All right. Well, I hunt down that guy and I start talking to him. Ask him about the knives.
My famous new knives? These are fantastic. Watch what I can do with them. And he takes out a metal rod and he scrapes the blade across it. See? This would dull any normal knife. And then he takes the same knife and starts slicing to a tomato. Fantastic edge. It will last forever. And if it ever does go dull, you can always use this brand new Sharpening stone. Yes, sharpening stone. And he slicks his knife across it several times, even sharper. And he takes a grape and holds it in his hand as he slices the top off the grape. Huh? Yes, yes. These are good knives. Very good knives. I'll give it to you for a good price. Buy one, get one free.
How much is the one?
The one will start at 1 gold piece.
Let's test that. May I see that knife?
Of course. And he hands you the knife.
I take one of my knives and I stab it.
You stab the knife?
Yeah, I want to see what
Okay,
happens.
roll to hit.
Roll to hit?
Yep.
I hit it.
Okay, roll your damage.
What?
Roll your damage.
Damage?
It's going to be 1d4 plus your strength modifier.
Plus strength modifier. Is this my D4? Is this the D4? Yeah. Yeah. Pyramid. Where's my strength modifier? There it is. I got a 3 plus 2. I got a 5.
So you stab the other dagger with your dagger, and it bends the end of your dagger and leaves a chink in the middle of that dagger. Yeah, yes, see? The strength of the steel? Fantastic blade. I don't replace your dagger for damages.
Oh, that's good. All right, so can I use thaumaturgy to distract him and take the knives?
Yes, roll a deception check.
All right.
Coupled with a sleight of hand.
Okay, so deception. Got a 22.
That'll give you advantage on your sleight of hand roll.
Okay. Okay. Delete it. Yes, I will. 13.
Roll your sleight of hand roll twice. And take the higher roll because you have advantage.
13.
So he whips his head around and you snag the knife and start walking away. Hold there! And then a broom out of nowhere smacks you right in the face, stopping you long enough that the guy grabs your shoulder. Give that back! You can't just walk away without paying.
I think I can, and I just did. So I shirk him off and walk.
Guard! Guard thief!
I still just stroll away, just make sure that my hood is up. Because if I don't run, I get lost in the crowd.
Okay, so you're going to be making a stealth check to see if you can kind of just blend in with the crowd and get away.
Okay.
I'm moving a little too much for her.
14.
14, okay. Luckily, the guards got distracted by the guy yelling long enough that you were able to slip into the crowd and get away. But you're probably going to extend your reputation a little bigger in this particular town.
No.
Wow for that one. I just love being able to just see if I can steal stuff. And from now on,
right.
I'm going to actually put up a block whenever that stupid broom pops out of nowhere.
Well, we're coming on to the second hour of our game. We'll probably wrap it up there. Cheat just got away with murder, more or less. And the rest of the group were able to find a few new things. There is a shady caravan that sold several of the magic stones in this area. Might warrant further investigation, or maybe you just want to head on to the Sky Reach. In any case, we're going to end there for the recording, so thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.